Okay, I got my hinges installed here on the box, just like we talked about last time. So they're even with the surface of the wood here. They're mortised in, and I got these better screwdrivers. So look for these when you drive these screws in. They work best with a number 1 screwdriver. So you see it says 1 by 3 inches. I think the 3 inches refers to that. And the number 1 is like a smaller head there. So make sure you use a number 1 screwdriver when putting these screws in. Okay, so now we got to put the lid on. What I'm going to do is clamp the box to the lid temporarily with these little spring clamp thingies here. And then it's kind of awkward to do it by yourself, but that's the way I do most things, awkwardly. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm feeling with my fingers here to make sure they're lined up and make any adjustments. What I'm trying to do here is just align the hinges. So that allows me to locate where the hinges are going to go on the top. It's not the most the strongest way to hold this temporarily, but it'll allow me to get my knife and mark out the hinge locations anyway. So I'm just going to put a light score line on each side of these hinges, and that'll tell me where the mortise is going to go for these hinges. Okay, so very lightly I have those little score lines that tell me where my hinge is going to live. So now I got to figure out how deep I got to go. So basically, what I should do, I'll pop this hinge off and use that as kind of a template like I did for the first one. That'll probably be a little easier. These screws are soft. They strip out easy, so be gentle with them. If you feel like they're causing too much, if it's too hard to drive or pull these screws out, come get me. But I think for the most part, if you drill the holes the right size, it should be fine. Okay, so again, I have my little lines lined up. And what I'll do, same thing I did last time, is pop this hinge in like that, trace it with a knife, and chisel it flush. So I'll do that on both sides. I don't think you guys need to see that. One thing I want to show you though is these benches are kind of get chewed up. So to hold this, I'm going to grab a scrap piece of wood that's smooth, it's not too beat up, and probably a little bit bigger. Just something there to like clamp your project down, so you don't clamp it right to the workbench where it can get all scratched up. You have something, let me just get a better picture of that. You have something in the middle, just any kind of wood that's not too chewed up. But you know how these benches people leave, like there's glue marks and there's all kinds of weird stuff. So anyway, I'll cut these mortises off camera and then come back to you. Okay, I got the mortises on the top cut in there. Oh, don't fall. So let me show you here. So I got one installed. Got the next one ready to go. So that's what it's going to look like once we're ready to put that in. So this will drop in to those two mortises that we have. and then I'll go ahead and screw this in place, and then that'll kind of show me where to screw that in place. And one little trick here is get a piece of scrap wood, and that way you can kind of hold your top up as you work on it. So I'm just gonna pop that hinge in place, drill my holes, and screw it in. These sometimes need to be adjusted here and there, but hopefully it comes out halfway decent for you. All right, so okay, there we have it. The hinge is installed. The box opens up, closes, makes good contact. And you just built a jewelry box that was built at Eureka High for the last 60 years. Isn't that cool? So this is one thing that I might fix. I might try to fix this. So see that gap right here is bigger than it is down here. So what I could try to do is deepen those mortises a little bit and then drop the hinge down in the box to get that gap a little smaller in the back, so it kind of sits more even. That might look a little better. So I might try that, I might not. Anyway, that's about it.